Curbing the menace of human trafficking is the topic for today's discussion.
Human trafficking, we all agree, is a violation of anybody's right. As much as it's a form of modern slavery, because when we really look at it, it's a modern slavery issue. Poverty is a key role here. You know, if not for poverty, for those of them that actually agree to go with those traffickers, it's because of the situation they found themselves in. Bad governance. Because I believe that if we really get it right as a country, there won't be need for
anybody going to
our
look for
citizens
greener pasture
going
outside.
to look for greener pasture anywhere. We need to change some of these orientation. You don't necessarily have to be outside there. As a matter of fact, we have a lot of people in the country that are making it so big, even more than those that are outside the country. When you see some of them that have been trafficked out, if you have opportunity of meeting some of them, you will not even pray that you fall in such situation. The statistics we are getting is not the best. Fine, they gave us 70% of Nigerians are living below poverty, this and that. But there are a lot of things that we can really do to change the narratives and change the tide, rather than being victims of survivors of human trafficking. And there is government agency, ma'am, the NAPTIC. NAPTIC is there, National Agency for Prohibition of Human Trafficking. Yes, it is a law enforcement agency of the federal government, just like we have NAPTIC for fake drugs, so also we have NAPTIC.
I hope that agency, they really need to do more awareness.
Yes, yes, and people
more. And that's the essence of that agency.
We can also challenge them to do more. We can challenge them to do more. This is the age of social media. This is the age of internet. Even if you Google NAPTIC now, just type NAPTIC in your Google, it will bring out for you all their information, their email, their contact numbers, their zona offices, addresses, the Lagos, the Benin, the Abuja. You can get in touch, send mails, you know, let them know. If we have some traffickers in my community that I know, I think this man is involved in human trafficking. The way he's doing, it's anonymous. You can usually send message to the mail, give all the necessary details.
Information,
things will be done. Because I think some of the time, if we don't challenge some of these government agencies, they will not really be up and doing.
And even doing more sensitization, because they are very slow in that.
Exactly.
You know, go to radios in different languages in Nigeria to tell them the dangers in this, and they can do that. And you find out that the mothers who have been supporting their children out of ignorance will now learn, this is what this is all about. There's no need for me I better see my child here than to die because I want to feel big and all that. Then we'll take a break, we'll come and continue. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
Welcome back. Still discussing curbing the menace of human trafficking. If this act is not encouraged in society, what is the authorities doing to curb the menace?
That's why we said that there is still a lot to be done. Fine, they set up an agency to take care of this. If they have reports, it might not be about just trafficking outside the country, even within the country here. If you know anybody that is doing that, you can always help them to do their job by giving them information, because they really need to work with information, because they cannot be in our various community. It is we as a people in the community that should speak out. In as much as we are indulging those who are involving in this act, then the criminal act will continue. But if we also form the habit of exposing them, then they will know that it's no longer business as usual. People are watching me. People are watching me. If I do this, I'm going to be reported, and the law will take its course. And for government, yes, we think that they really need to do more. Like you said, awareness creation is very, very important. If people do not know, you might not blame them at times, but once they know that these will be the consequences of what I'm pushing my son or my daughter into, they might think twice that, oh, I think I shouldn't let this happen to my child. And for those of us in the media, I know we've been doing a lot because we've had interactions with some of those who are survivors of these acts, some of them who are victims, whichever way. But we still need to do more. We need to do more by also creating the needed awareness. We let people know what actually obtains out there. We keep educating the people on what to do, on how to, because when they come trying to recruit people, quote unquote, you might not know those who are genuine and those who are doing it for, for their selfish ends. And when you see people telling you that I'm ready to pay for your visa, I'm ready to pay for, then you need to be at alert, and because that's when you see them coming to you that you have to sign agreement with us that when you start work, you start paying us, that's when they start taking the blood oaths and all the. So we need to keep creating that awareness, informing and educating our people about the hazards of these things. And we hope government will do the needful. Definitely, if we have good leadership, there is no need for our youths to be rushing out there that they are looking for greener pastures. There is nothing they are looking for outside there that government should not provide there. And what is there? Basic infrastructures. Basic infrastructure, 24/7 electricity.
Because even their weather there is not even that favorable.
When people are learning computing, they are learning programming, they are learning software and all these things that we are encouraging our youths to go into because that is the future of business and everything. What are the supporting things that government is putting in place for them? I think these are what the government needs to be looking at. How do we make life better for our people that they will not need to be, going out there? They will be ready to stay in their country, build their own business here, and always develop their own country. I think the government really have a lot to do in this particular. But for parents, I think proper home training is very, very important too. Parents have a great role to play in curbing this menace. Because if they have discharged their own duty as parents, inculcating the right habits in those children, we still have children that are so disciplined, they will tell you no. Even if they have to travel out, they will go through the legal means. They know that, okay, if I'm going for my further education or something, I process my papers. I know this is what I'm going for. Yeah. And that is why we are talking about good, proper home training. Training them on the path of the Lord so that they will not derail. Even when you are not there, they will not be swayed by their peers pressure and some other things. So that parental training is very, very key. Why government is making sure that things work properly, all necessary amenities are put in place.
You see why I still insist that this sensitization should be a key is that they can use radio to get to these rural areas. Yes. Because sometimes they might not even have light, but some people can use battery at least to listen. So if they make it a continuous something in different languages that we understand, in Hausa, in Igbo, in Yoruba, in Robo, just like that, in Edo language, all those stuff. The message will get to the grassroots. And those are our parents in the grassroots that think that sending their children out will make them feel better. We understand that you're pushing your child to her untimely death. Exactly. You understand? So with that, they will understand. But if we don't do that, they don't even know what's happening. All they want is to make money. I don't want to remain in poverty. They want to die in poverty and all that. That would just be the song they sing without knowing all these implications that we just mentioned. All right, we'll take a break now. Then we'll go to a question and answer. Vivid View.
Say and do it.
My name is Blessing. My question is, how do we help the survivor mentally, physically, and emotionally?
My name is Onoja. My question is, what is the religion bodies doing to curb the menace of human trafficking in Nigeria?
My name is Kayode Dane. Please, how do we get justice for the victims of the human trafficking?
Welcome back. A lot of questions from the audience. Yes, please do justice to them.
Okay.
Thank you.
We appreciate everyone. For the first question of how do we help those who are survivors, we have various government agencies in charge of this, and we also have privately set up agencies that are doing this. And that's why we always encourage those who are survivors to be willing to speak out. It's when they speak out that they will be able to get all the needed help. Like the NAPTIC that we mentioned the other time, they have shelters. Yeah, I know because we've handled some cases with them before. And that's why I said whenever we need any of such services, not only in Lagos, in Edo, Abuja, all over the country, yeah, just Google NAPTIC, it will come out. You see all the addresses and the contact number. Please feel free to get in touch with those numbers if you have people that really needs help. They give shelter for a period of time that the person will be able to come back. They also offer legal services, free legal services. I even know that Lagos State has been very helpful in this area. Yeah. They will offer free legal services while the person is still there at the same haven that they've provided for them. So that opportunity is there for them. So all they need to do is just to get in touch. And if they are not willing to, because most of the time, because of the oath that people have taken, they usually find it very difficult to come out. So, but for those who are around them, they can really be of help. They can really be of help to reach out, because for many of them, they really deserve this emotional and psychological counseling. Yeah. They need that to actually get back to full life. And another question that we ask has to do with getting justice. Yes, we have, at the Ministry of Justice in Lagos there, one can approach them. We have special agencies set up. All they do, is they offer free legal services for this. And what we've been clamoring for also is for government to keep up the awareness creation so that people will know that it's their right. They have the right to seek for this legal redress. For those that have done that to them, they can actually, sue them, and they will get, it might take long, but they will get justice at the end of the day. And that's why what also dovetails us in the question of what do we do to parents that are involved. Truly, we have parents that they are the one. Their child will yes, they are even the one urging them. They are the one encouraging them to do this. And I think as a way forward, they also have to be prosecuted. Yes. Now. They will also be charged along with those who are the traffickers. Yes. By the time we start doing this, then they will know that it's no longer business as usual. If I do this, if I get caught, I'm going to jail. So that's what, and as part of the awareness creation that we are going to be doing, is every one of us. All hands must be on deck for us to truly achieve this aim that we are trying to achieve, a society free of all these human trafficking and the rest. By the time we all start speaking up, we have their email address is there, naptic@gov.ng. If we are not clear, we can check their website. By the time they know that our youths are awake now, they are the one challenging us, they also will wake up. They will wake up from their slumber and do the right thing. And someone also asked the question of the religious bodies. The one thing I can say is that we must commend some of our religious organizations. They've been doing certain things in this regard, you know, sensitizing the people on the need to be at alert, on the need to believe in their country, you know. They are doing this, though we still need to do more. Because people, people believe the religious leaders so much. We respect our religious leaders. So when this advice, this counseling is coming from them, it might sync better with those involved, and they will think twice before going into this.
Exactly.
I think as a way forward, everybody will just, not only the religious leaders now, the religious leader, government, those of us, all of us as citizens, the media practitioners, by the time we all, you know, put our heads together, we are all doing this in our own little way. I'm sure at the end of the day, we will surely get that society we all truly desire. Thank you very much.
That's a good one. You have done justice to the questions. Now, your parting words.
Yeah, it's just to encourage our youths. We are not there yet as a country, but we should not lose hope.
Completely,
we can, yes, we can really get there. I think it's just a commitment and desire. If those there have not really done as we have expected, I think it should be our own determination now that we are going to do it better. We are going to make our country greater than how it is now. And how do we do that? We should not be discouraged by the things presently. It's just that we have to be actively involved too. We have to be actively involved in putting things right. I know our youths like complaining a lot. They know how to use the social media handles a lot. But let us also get involved in the governance, in politicking, so that when the decisions are to be taken, we will also be part of decision taking. When you are not there, you cannot ask them how they share it or how they throw it. I'm sure all of us out there are 18 and above. I'm not sure how many of us have a voter's card. I'm not sure how many of us are actively involved in party politicking, because that's where taking leadership, that's where it starts. When you are not there, when you are outside there complaining, of course, it's those who have the time for the meetings, for the everything. Even if they are not as educated as you are, you think they are the one that have time, then they will be the one taking decisions for you. So every one of us, when we know that we have the means to do things right, we have the means to change the narrative, we should also be actively involved in decision making. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Hajia, because what you said is actually what we need. Gone are the days now of complaining. We should be a part of it now. Let's participate in what is happening around us, so that the decision we take, we know we took the decision. We know we voted this man or this woman in power. Yes, forget about rigging. When we do the right thing, more people comes in. In fact, that rigging will no longer be there. It's because people don't come out. That is why they have time to be rigging. I'm telling you the truth. If people really come out to vote, the accounting is everybody seeing it. The rigging will be minimized. So just think about that. But we really need to be part of it, so that we can correct all these ills that we are seeing. And those of you watching us now and the audience here, tell your colleagues outside too. Whenever you hear anybody saying that I want to go, I want to tell the person the dangers. That is a lie. There is no truth in whatever they just want to deceive them, so that they can run away from that before it's too late. Because what we're saying, even when you are seeing things happen, those that are repatriated and all that, people are still agitating to see trouble with all this. So when now you're not on your own, let me go and try my own best. We don't have the same luck. You know, who told you? So let's continue to tell them. This is the essence of this program. Having said this, I want to thank you again, our guests, for your time with us. And audience here present, thank you for being there. Viewers at home, we're grateful. And their crew, production crew, thank you. Our sponsors, we are grateful for keeping us on the air. We thank everyone that has made this program a success. Join us next week for another edition. same station and same time. Keep safe, please. Vivid View, say and do it.
Thank you, ma.
Yeah, thank you for coming. All right. This is also from Vivid View. This is a file.
Ma.
Yeah. And then from one of our sponsors.
Thank you, ma.
Okay, thank you
It's
so
a
much.
pleasure being here.
Yeah.